Hello and good morning whenever you are watching this. I feel like this is my usual vlogging spot now, but I thought I'd start this vlog on a Sunday, and I'm driving from one side of a borough to the other side of the borough. So I'm driving from my mum's to mine. So I want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am very chaotic at the moment. I feel like I thrive in chaos, and I don't know if a lot of us can relate, but like the more I work, the more I just lock in. So first few days of the diet, I'll catch you up to speed. Monday and Tuesday I was like altering my own food because I was waiting for the updates. Obviously if you watched last week's video, you'd understand that I am dieting. And why am I dieting? A couple of reasons, but you can only push food for so long. And on a smaller physique like myself, I have been pushing food for a good amount of weeks. And I am very much, you know, a little tidy up to bring appetite back, and we'll see where it takes us. So Monday and Tuesday I edited my own food. Edited meaning I removed an apple and some sweet potato. And then Wednesday came and the food adjustments came. And I felt as if I felt that drop. But I was like, it's fine because of the way that I'm doing my food. And it's so important that you communicate with your coach genuinely how you eat, like your eating patterns, your work patterns, your life patterns, because as much as you see, and especially bodybuilders online, they don't have a 9 to 5. I do work, and I try to be as present with my family as possible. My family do live about an hour and a half away from me, so you know, traveling, my life is generally quite trying to fill everyone's cup, so making sure that I'm hitting everything, and I'm honest about this is when I eat, this is when I have to eat, this is when my work is generally busy, this is busy season. Giving that information to your coach, and that's exactly what I did, was so important, because it allowed him to actually make changes to the food that I'm eating. So I've been doing this long enough, and I know my hunger cues, and especially when I am, you know, working, and like a lot of us when we're dieting, and I was talking to someone really close to me about, oh, like when you're dieting, what are some tips? And I was like, genuinely, for the first few, I've done a lot of, fortunately, I've done quite a few diets in my life. So fortunately, when I am dieting, I am busier. When I'm busier, it's better. And that would be my first tip. As much as, you know, you have to take time to relax. If you're not consciously thinking about food, not working in a kitchen, you don't have snacks, I'll get into this. If you are constantly busy with work and putting yourself into other situations, reading, finding a hobby, crochet, whatever you want to do, that genuinely, just that distraction of the mind is the first battle. Now, once you've done that, I knew that I was going into a diet on Monday. So straight away what I did was I removed anything that could cause somewhat of temptation into the house. Now for me, I've been doing this long enough, it's like my almond milk, getting rid of my almond milk, getting rid of anything that could potentially make me miss, quote unquote, my food. Priority. So when mum calls, gotta make sure I take the call. As I was saying, removing any temptation from the house is so important. Making sure that you're taking it seriously. So if you know that you have a little bit of chocolate or snacks or anything that could cause you, quote unquote, missing those foods, you need to make sure that you have that removed from the house. Secondly, you need to thirdly, increase your water. Now, I love the fizzy drink, but not taking the mix with it where you're drinking like 2 litres. A can or 500 ml a day as a treat is perfect. So all of that is going to be key to making sure that you are putting your best foot forward. For me, I know that I stick to the same foods all year round, so it's just about removing the foods that could cause any cause of temptation. And when you've been doing this long enough, you know that, okay, let's make sure we're removing all of the foods that potentially could cause temptation. Now, another one, making sure your eating windows are as bang on as possible. Accurately spreading out your protein servings is going to help with that satiety, and also make sure that you feel fuller for longer. All of this is going to help contribute to you having a successful diet. So I actually got a lot of questions on like dieting, and that's why I wanted to do a little segment on this. Training so far has been absolutely flying. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday was weights. Cardio still stays at 30 minutes, steps still at 10k. Food has been dropped. Now when I do enter a diet phase, I generally don't know my calories. It's just a personal preference to make sure that I can be not thinking, oh, I'm on this amount of food, I'm on that amount of food. I roughly do know, but as long as I just turn off and remember that I do have a coach and I massively trust them to make the right decisions for my body. So I did a mix of yoga and Pilates on Saturday, and I did Reformer Pilates for the first time in ages on Sunday at a brand new studio, and do you know what, I did enjoy it. It was a lot calmer than what the ones I've been going to near mine, and I did really enjoy it. It was only a class of 6 when I'm used to classes of 10 or 12, so it was like a lot more of an intimate class. The type of class I could have picked was either Reformer Strength, which was about weight training, or Reformer Sculpt, which was a little bit more about flexibility, and I found a lot of the movements quite easy, but I could complete everything, and I'm not there at Reformer to really push myself. For me, it's more about my flexibility, improving my sciatica. That's why I've been sticking to mat base to improve my sciatica. Now moving on to my sciatica, the update there, it has got much better. Like, touch wood, I'm doing my exercises. I read online that you shouldn't overstretch, and I have a tendency to do things in excess. So making sure that I'm doing my evening stretches. I've got a good routine there, doing it either before or after meal 4, just before meal 5. That there is important because I'm doing double Pilates at the moment on the weekend. I'm not needing to stretch, but doing my homework 4 times a week that coaches set out. So it's been quite useful to make sure that I am keeping an eye on my sciatica as well, and being very conscious of my pelvic floor, because that's obviously one of the things that can improve sciatica. So I have no idea where this vlog is going to go, but I wanted to give you a proper full-on update when I had the time, and that's exactly now. And then apart from that, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I assume it's going to be some portion of my training, as usual, and then whatever else I decide to pop in. But I want to say thank you so much for watching so far. I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you give this video a like and a subscribe, and make sure you give my team a congrats. So Oh my gosh, so carrying on this vlog, I needed to update you. So yesterday, anyone that knows me knows I'm ADHD autistic, and I ran into the sofa. Like, I just ran into it because I was putting stuff away. And please tell me why I have now bruised my foot to the point where I couldn't pose this morning. And I am in somewhat of agony. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I am in pain. I'm in pain. So, training went well. Training obviously always goes well. But I couldn't do, like, I did carbs at the end when I normally do carbs at the beginning. And I can't, walking on a treadmill really hurts. So I need to make sure that I'm looking after myself. But I just needed to update you that I'm gonna probably speak to my doctor friend and see what he has to say, because I really don't want to do anything that could irritate it. That's like a big thing for me. But it's just so annoying. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, this is not what I need. But I'm hoping that obviously I do like get better soon, because it's a bit like, this is not what I need. But this is the reality of like making sure that I am, wow, that was a lot of SPF on my forehead, that I am keeping it raw and real on my channel. But you probably would have seen before a few bits of training, which is always fun. And I just want to say thank you for watching this Mix Smash vlog. I feel like vlogs are just suiting my lifestyle at the moment and where I'm at. If there's something particularly you want to see, let me know. Maybe a full day of eating on a low day so you can see how I'm spreading meals and work. That's probably a thought process for me. But yeah, apart from that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Make sure you give this video a like and a subscribe.